Everything else is I can't control that.
The Nas and Jay-Z beef was on your show.
I hated that. Yeah, I hated
That
it.
it was on your show.
Yeah.
Did you? That's a debatable beef still to this day.
What do you mean?
Like everybody says Nas won.
Well,
biased.
I don't really feel like Nas
I feel like Jay won.
Well, if we're talking about a specific battle of those two songs that was in the battle.
I never put those songs together.
Well, okay, that's what the conversation
was
is.
Always
If you're doing
versus,
Ether versus Super Ugly, then yes, Ether is by far the better record.
Right.
There's no denying that.
But I don't think.
But if you're talking about careers, or if you're talking
I'm talking about Ether versus
Takeover, then there's all types of arguments and conversations.
That's my argument.
Until this day.
Yeah, but you're the only person making that, arguing
No.
that. No, because the battle was Super Ugly versus Ether.
It
So
shoulda-
you're
it shoulda
talking
never
about
been
a
that.
battle that never existed.
It should have never been that.
Well, that's true.
I wanted to call up.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. You should have called up. The whole city called up.
Nah, I was like, yo, listen, like we need to battle a different record. Like it needs to be.
You were mad. You were listening and you were tuned in like, why
and I
are you
love
doing
Nas.
this?
I love Nas. I love Nas. I got a relationship. I'm cool with Nas, but I just felt like the battle should have been between Takeover
and Ether.
I didn't because Super Ugly was a freestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That didn't really count.
Jay took an L on that for sure. It wasn't necessarily a fair comparison of records.
Right, it wasn't. Yeah,
no, I
people
agree.
called in and voted.
But that's, as this war, man, that's how it landed. And history happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Right.
And you could say, Nas won that. I mean, clearly Jay he's okay.
Right.
He survived.
He
has survived. And Nas has an incredible career too, by the way. That he's still making moves that are like mind blowing.
Yes.
And so they're fine. It's okay. Everybody is okay. Everybody's
safe.
Life
goes on.
Everybody's all right. Life goes on.
But those was one of the moments that you was like.
But in the moment, it was tough. It was uncomfortable. It was tough. I had to announce. Jay and I played Jay's song on Battle of the Beats for the first time when we didn't know who Jay was. So I known him a little. I had a closer relationship with him than Nas, even though I was a Nas fan like everybody else. So I had a respect for Nas. I just knew Jay better. So I think that came off on air, and I think probably back then Nas didn't like that. And so then, it just caused.
Nas didn't like the fact that you seemed like you was more.
Yeah, which in hindsight later after, and me and Nas have had many conversations, I have to hear his side of that. I'd be like, yeah, I could feel you. I could see why. Both of us were like, yeah, I could feel you. I could see. That's what happens when you're a grown up. When you're a grown up, you could look at your actions and other people's actions. But in the middle of it, and it was all hot and heated. It was crazy. But I had to announce that Nas won, and then Jay-Z was walking in the studio.
Same day?
No, at the very moment. So I'm on the radio and I'm like, okay, the results are in. The whole city's listening. And I'm like, Nas won the battle. And I could see in the window Jay's like walking into the studio because he was coming up to the show that day. And then so I had to talk to him after he just lost. It was just hard. It was all horrible. It was all bad.